I knew that. I freaking knew that. I knew there was something really fishy about all of this. The delayed pre-order physical items, the very much rubbish DLCs with its booster packs, and overpriced costumes, the story of the game being a bit inconsistent, and the dungeons in the game being shallow and uninteresting. I had a feeling that the return of the Devil Summoner series, Soul Hackers, was too good to be true. I freaking knew that. I knew that. Now, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, on May 15th, 2022, I released you could say an analysis/discussion podvid talking about the then up-and-coming Soul Hackers 2, and somewhere in there I said something to the effect of, "What? A 2022 release? Really?" Atlas isn't joking, right? I mean, there are going to be some trade-offs for doing an early release, right? I mean, by 2022 standards, you cannot release a AAA RPG super quick, just like that, with around 200 plus staff members. So, what's the catch? Please don't tell me Soul Hackers 2 is not going to be yet another Liberation DX2 with microtransactions and rubbish items. I said something like that. And now that Soul Hackers 2 has been released, now you see why I was being skeptical. Now, I don't know much about, how to run a company or how to develop a video game or what it's like behind the scenes. But I am very certain, by 2022 standards, you can't develop a AAA RPG with less than 500 staff. And I don't even think 500 staff members gonna cut it either. Look what happens. Look what happens when you develop Soul Hackers 2 in less time with not even 500 staff. That is, if I understand all of this correctly and how it all works out. I actually don't know anything about, what's going on behind the scenes. Maybe Soul Hackers 2 was meant to be like this from the very start. Maybe this was all part of the plan. I actually don't know. I'm, throwing out my best guesses. But anyways, Atlas, being a small or moderate sized company, and being understaffed, and being financially unfit, is not their only part of the problems, you could say, or so it seems to me. Atlas, from the way I see this, also seems to be busy with other projects. Wasn't Atlas, while, they developed Soul Hackers 2, also then busy with porting over their other games to newer systems? And I also presume that they are also being busy with Persona 6 right now, or something. So I don't understand the mentality of, developing a AAA RPG while you, split your team into other projects. I don't understand that mentality. Back in the 1990s, Bethesda Softwork, they were working on different projects and splitting the teams and whatnot, so they couldn't put their focus on the Elder Scrolls series. So Bethesda didn't seem to have a clear focus on the Elder Scrolls games, so it seems. That's why I'm, mentioning this. But anyways, I am not saying that I that I know how to run a company or how it should be like, and I would never say that it is easy. I would never say that. I'm just, asking these questions out of curiosity, and I like to ask, isn't a game more polished and timeless when a large team is completely focused on it and not divided? I'm asking because, hey, Soul Hackers 2 was not only announced, but it was also released too soon, in my opinion. Soul Hackers 2 should have been announced this year, I feel, and then released either Christmas 2023 or during Summer Sale 2024, in my opinion. But I am not going to sit here and talk about, whatever Soul Hackers 2 could have been. No, Soul Hackers 2 released in a just okay state, I guess. I haven't played it just yet. And that's that. And now a lot of people are going to forget about Soul Hackers 2 and just move on to Persona 5 Royale and other well-known Megami Tensei brands. But man, I'm really disappointed that Soul Hackers 2 ended up like this, honestly. I mean, you guys should have seen me when I saw the announcement trailer website for Devil Summoner, for Soul Hackers 2. I was hyped. I was really hyped for it, and at the same time, I was also very skeptical of its early and shady release. Even back then, I understood that something weird was going on, but sadly, nothing is going to change Soul Hackers 2's end results. That the game was received bad to just okay. The end result is never going to change, I'm afraid. And I'm not going to hold my breath for a No Man's Sky comeback. No. 99% of the time, most developers don't go back to their older games and make them better. No, it doesn't always end up like No Man's Sky. Speaking of which, does anybody remember the campaign or change.org petition Retake Mass Effect 3? Anybody remembers that? A lot of people, I think almost 10 years ago, or maybe it was 10 years ago, complained about Mass Effect 3 so much that they wanted BioWare to, retake it and fine-tune it to meet their standards, because people back then didn't feel Mass Effect 3 was the swan song of the series that it should have been. And I actually don't think BioWare actually did it. I don't think so. If I remember this correctly, BioWare made some free DLCs and even more DLCs, and that was that, I think. But anyways, what I'm really trying to say with all of this is I don't think Atlus is going to retake Soul Hackers 2 and make it into a better game. It is unlikely. I mean, I would love them to do it, but I'm not going to hold my breath on that idea. And so, I am very certain that people are, like I said, going to forget about Soul Hackers 2 and, move on. But anyways, I don't mean to spin around too much right now, so I guess I'll cap off today's PodVid by saying that I'm going to pass up on Soul Hackers 2 for now and put my focus on SMT3, Persona 5 Royale, Persona 4 Golden, Persona 4 Arena, Persona 5 Strikers, and anything else that is not Soul Hackers 2, I'm afraid. For now, I'm going to put Soul Hackers 2 on the back burner and do something else. I'll buy and pay Soul Hackers 2 when there's a 50% discount or something. But anyways, thanks for tuning in today's PodVid, everybody. You will all hear from me again in either next week or next month. So take care and bye bye for now.